Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be a video to teach you how to override your mod folder location. I'll explain why you might want to do that, and I'll show you how to do it. Again, this is PC only, obviously, because you can't do this on console. So, the main reason you would want to do this is if you have a ton of mods installed later down the line. We don't have a ton of mods right now out for Farming Simulator 25. And again, this is for Farming Simulator 25, but this will work on any version of the game as well. So just note that as well. But yes, so let's say you have a ton of mods installed later down the road. We have a ton of them. And you just kind of ran out of room. So by default, under Documents and My Games Farming Simulator 25, this is where the mods folder is. Which right now, I don't have very many mods in here. If I just make this a little bit bigger, if I highlight all these, that's 178 megabytes of mods. That's nothing really at the end of the day. So, and that's under My Documents and under the game, which is installed on the C drive. But let's say I have 1,000 gigabytes of mods. Well, this drive here is only 1,000 gigabytes total, so I can't put 1,000 gigabytes of mods on it. But let's say you have another drive on your disk here. This is the only reason you want to change it. You don't want to put it to another location on your C drive. Put it onto another location on a different drive, like your D drive or something like that, if your computer has multiple drives. If you go to, if you open File Explorer and you go to this PC, which is where I'm at right now, under the side here, and you don't see another drive, your computer probably doesn't have one or it's not reading one, so just be aware of that. But this one has multiple terabytes of space left, so let's say I wanted to put the folder over here. Well, the first thing we need to do, we need to go to where we want to put the new folder. I actually already have a folder created here named Mods. Let's say that's where I want to put it. I am going to right-click on this, and I need to go down here, copy as a path. We want to copy that path location. That way, if you open, let's just say I open up a Word or a file, a Notepad thing here. It should work just fine. Let's double check it here. Let me open up Notepad. There we go. And if I paste that, perfect. That's where the folder is at. You could also just memorize that if you want to, but that's where I want it to go. So that works out great. Don't need to save that. So, all right, we have that file location put in there. You can also name it whatever you want. You can name it Special Crazy Mod Goodness. I don't know, whatever you want to name it. Let's say we want to do that. Let's say we want it to do that. So we can just go ahead and copy that as a path. Special Crazy Mod Goodness. And you can do this deeper. Let's say we go into Special Crazy Mod Goodness, and then we have a folder in here that is Game Mods, 1, whatever you want it to name. Let's say we wanted to do it this one, so it's a little bit deeper. Also, just copy as a path. It's gonna be a little bit longer of a path, but that'll work fine. Now we need to go where the game is installed. So we need to go to Documents is by default where it's going to be, My Games, Farming Simulator 25. And then we have several things in here, including the default mod folder right there. We're going to go down here to Game Settings. It wants me to open it with Edge, which I just need to change the default, but I'm going to hit open with Notepad. You want to open this file with a text editor. You can see there's where I pasted earlier. And now if I paste, it'll be this here, which we can keep that open for now if we want that. So that's the location that we're trying to go to, which I'm actually just going to copy this without the quotations. That way I get it correct in here. But go to the game settings.xml, and then I need to scroll down until or actually the easiest way, I think, to do this, instead of trying to look for it in here, is if you hit Control F on PC, you can search for mod. Oh, is it right at the top? Pfft, I'm just an idiot for not missing it there. But it's right at the top here. You see right here, and I'll zoom in on this, mods directory. It says mods directory override active equals false, and then directory equals this, and it tells you where the mods are at. So what you can do is you can do mod directory override. We need to change this to true. And then we need to change this directory inside the quotations here to where we want it to go, which is Special Crazy Mod Goodness, and then Game Mods 1 inside of that. And you can have it as long as you want it to be. Now, after you change that, and we have this all set where we want it to be, this is very important. Go to File and hit Save. Don't save as. Save this. We want this to override the current file. So we hit Save. Perfect. It should be done. Now we can close all this out. And now if I go in here, I have a bunch of mods in here. Let me select all of these mods, and I'm going to cut them out of this folder, and then I'm going to go down to my new folder, which is under Special Crazy Mod Goodness, Game Mods 1, and I'm going to paste them in here. Now that I have them in here, my new mod folder, that's all fine and dandy. Now let's go ahead and test it to see if it works. So I'm going to close this out, this File Explorer out, and then I'm going to go ahead and open the game. All right, now we have the game open. Let's go see if it worked. Do we have any content? We do! Look at that! All of our mods are in here, so it worked out just fine. And if I go out back, let's open that file back up here. If I go back over to my screen and I was to, it's not going to let me cut these out because it's reading them. If it lets me cut them out, that'll be strange. But if I move them over to this folder, for example, paste. Yep, it's trying to do it. It's not letting me do it because the game is open. So if I open the game back up, which you're seeing a zoomed in version, and I exit out of here and I hit quit, It'll now let me do it. And then if I open the game back up again, since the mods are no longer in the folder that they should be in, Special Crazy Mod Goodness Game Mods 1, since they're not in here now, if I open the game back up again, and I go into downloadable content, now they got the game loaded, it shows I have no mods installed other than the DLC. The DLCs are installed in a different place, so those will show up no matter what, because those are downloaded a different place. They're not really read as a mod. But yeah, you can see all my other mods are gone. And if I start downloading mods again, they'll go into the folder, mods, goodness, whatever I saved it as, they'll start downloading there. But anyhow, guys, hopefully this was useful and helpful for you. If this was, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.